What's up, everybody? It is the best spot, Kids Move, and I'm back with a video. And today, this is a little different. This has nothing to do with video games, man, but it does have everything to do with movies, film, pop culture. And I'm doing this video, this Predator movie review, on my movie guys. Shout out to movie guys, Home Base and all of them, Weapon Wheel. So I'm doing this because I went to see the movie this weekend. I didn't even realize it was out. Me and my wife decided to do a matinee, a little, or a Saturday afternoon movie. Went to, I picked to check this out. Saw a couple of the Predator films in the past. Obviously, the first one, AVP Requiem. Some of the other ones that they did in between that. And the Predator, you know what I mean. When I think of the Predator, and I'm like, these things are predators. They're the whole concept of them is extremely dope for that world. They're highly skilled, highly technical, and they do everything with honor. They like a challenge. They and like I said, if they're gonna go out, they're gonna go out with honor. They're gonna go out nuclear. You know what I mean? So when it comes to Predator Badlands, and in short, right now a lot of people are mad at me. Spoiler alert, I pretty much gave it a 5 out of 10, meaning I thought it was kind of trash, right? My initial short, no context review, I said, this ain't the Predator we grew up with. Dude is weak, malnourished, acts off, and spends more time catching feelings than catching bodies. Might as well rename it Prey Badlands, because the only thing getting haunted was Predator himself. And the reason why. Now, that the movie being weak, ain't stop it from, being successful in the box office. You know what I mean? Did 40 million. Congrats to them. But this is, in my opinion, one of the worst movies. It's like, I don't like the new generation's take on classic films, or the current takes on certain characters and genres and lores and stuff like that. Today's movies and film, it's always the same sort of concept. The concept is, what I mean, what we known as a badass, they soften them up, they pair them with some outsiders, they bring the outsiders to their home base, essentially to fuck up shit. It's always betrayal. It's always someone going against their father, or someone going against their people, or going against some outsiders to essentially break tradition. That's been theme for today's Hollywood on anything. And Predator is no difference. I knew this was going to be a problem when this Predator, he's not as built as the typical Predators. I didn't like the idea of the Predator being emotional, him having feelings. It breaks the idea of what Predator is, and people are mad. They said, did you not watch the movie? Yes, I watched the movie and I formulated my own opinion on it, right? And I could take this many different ways. So the problem with this Predator is that, okay, I get the concept. They make it make sense of why he doesn't have some of his abilities. The special things the Predator does is that they cloak. This Predator, I forget what his name, starts with a Kente or something, or Dak. Dak and his clan is the Kincha or some shit. Kincha, but I think his name was Dax. He didn't have his cloak, and he didn't get his cloak because his father said he's a weakling. He needs to, and I'm spoiler, his father didn't believe in him, felt he needed to be offed. His brother was supposed to off him. He didn't. And you can kind of predict what happened there. His goal was to go to this place which is called, I don't think it's known as the Badlands. I think it has different names, but where he eventually goes is to the Badlands because he wanted to prove himself. He wanted to earn this cloak. He wanted to catch an unkillable monster that no other, Predator has successfully, caught and killed. So in this process, he's going to this unknown world, and this world has a lot of different quirks about it that makes it, extremely dangerous, like razor sharp glass and tree branches that are, combative and evil and things that just explode in this home of crazy ass creatures, moving trees that has teeth and eat you and all this other stuff. So it's like, that's all new to the Predator. So he, tries to adapt and stuff, but a couple of times he almost got off by some silly shit, right? So this Predator, he pairs up with an android that has no bottom half. And she's, managed to save him from his first encounter of almost facing death. And then they also then pair up with a freaking monkey alien sort of thing who has, I guess, great ties to the creature he's looking for. So ultimately, I came to that because the entire movie, the thing about the Predator that was great is like the Predator, they're hunting like humans and they're doing crazy type shit, you know what I mean? And somehow the human, has to turn into a predator itself to prevail or gain tactics to sort of outsmart Predator. In this case, he's fighting against other unknown creatures, and there's no other human that exists in this world. They're just androids and robots, so that kind of took the mystique out of it. And these androids somehow have some sort of emotion, right? This is the most emotional Predator I've ever seen. This Predator was crying about trust. This thing needed help to fight shit. Like, this dude crash landed on this planet and didn't go back for his gear, the gear that probably could have wiped out the entire planet, right? No, he left it for some other androids to go get. So not only did he have his shoulder missile that he didn't have to earn, that's just something that they got. He didn't bring his mask, didn't bring their special sort of like grenades. He had this little sword or whatever. Just a lot. He had a lot of stuff in his arsenal that he never went back to go get, right? So one, he's now at a disadvantage, and the other thing is just that he didn't do anything special. Even the whole point of him going to this damn planet, technically, I don't even know if he can be credited for the kill of the great monster that he was after. You know what I mean? And okay. All right. So again, I'm bad at, movie reviews and stuff like that. So I guess I'm speaking in a way where I kind of want to spoil it and I don't. But I'm going to say this. In this movie, the Predator is weak. He's obviously skinny, and he's not as strong as with the average Predator. He's a lot more emotional than the average Predator. He does something that's sort of anti-Predator, anti-Clan, as far as their upbringing. You know what I mean? As far as the things he paired with, and then how the movie ends, it kind of just says like, bro, what are you guys doing? This is not a good movie if you're a Predator fan. It's just not. It is not. It's too. I hate to say it, this is a liberal movie. This is a liberal-fied movie. I feel like it's a sub-message of inclusion. It's a sub-message of the outsiders. It's the sub-message of breaking down the walls. It's a sub-message of breaking down normalcy, whatever you want to call it. Because everything about this movie and about Predator is so anti-Predator. You know what I mean? I'm not scared of this Predator. The only thing that's scary about him is that he's ugly, right? You know what I mean? Predators are ugly, when they take off their mask. But in this movie, give you a heads up, this dude does not he wears a mask in the first 3% of the movie and the last 10% of the movie. The rest, we're seeing this ugly ass shit. The rest of the movie, we're seeing this ugly ass shit, right? The Predator speaks in his language, so there's subtitles, but the android that's speaking to him, that's technically speaking in his language, is speaking English. I mean, I for convenience, I'm not mad at it because I didn't have subtitles I didn't have to read, but it's like, bro, you're like breaking immersion all over the place. So yes, this movie it's successful. Not mad at it. But as far as a quality movie and where I would rank it in a series of Predator, I would not watch this shit again. No. This is not your Predator movie. It is a whack movie. It is horrible. It's the how can I say this, man, without being too deep. I'm trying not to be too deep. I'm trying to speak on surface level. You know what I mean? I'm not going to comment on the Sinaga. I can't even pronounce words. I'm not going to talk about like the art style and world building and all that stuff. I don't care about that stuff. Like I'm looking at it from, because this is a franchise that has existing movies and that build up Predator to be this certain way, these certain mannerisms, these certain like instincts, and this thing doesn't possess any of that. They humanized Predator. They made him soft. They made him weak. And they tried to play into that character. And I feel like, okay, I got your angle. You got the story right a little bit, but you still sort of broke the mantra of what Predator is supposed to be. So yeah, there's going to be a Badlands 2 because Mama Predator is going to whip his ass. That's all that says. And he pretty much put, I don't understand why people don't think about this. This Predator put the rest of the Predators at risk. He partnered with an android. That android is reporting to a data center somewhere to some corporation that's feeding everything they talk about, every interaction they have to some sort of corporation that's going to figure out a way. And I'm pretty sure it is going to, yeah, it is what it is, man. Yeah, I stick by my review. I watched Predator. I thought about it, slept on it, gave y'all my no context review, 2 sentences, and I just gave you a 11-minute video saying the same thing. I stand by that. So if you don't like my opinion, that's fine. You watch the movie, you like it, great. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with people who like the movie. I don't care. Some people will love this movie. I'm pretty sure my kids will love this movie if they, elect to watch it. I don't like the movie because it's not Predator. I was like, dude, this is not what we've known for. I wouldn't be afraid of this thing. You know what I mean? I would not be afraid of this thing. This thing was weak. He got his ass whipped all over the movie and needed help. Needed help by unnecessary beings. You know what I mean? Like, okay, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm out of here. Peace. Peace.